Will of God. Once upon a time, a ship caught in a thunderstorm in a sea. The ship got destroyed, and all the passengers in it were drowned in the sea, except one man. By the grace of God, he survived somehow and came to the shore of the sea. After some time, when he regained his senses and he opened his eyes, he found himself on a barren island. As soon as the man woke up, he started praying to God and said, "Oh God, please help me. Please send me some help." Days passed, but no help came for him. He spent his nights sleeping on the beach. Every day when he woke up, he prayed to God, but no help came. After some days, he totally gave up, taking the life of barren island as his fate. Man started to collecting some wood and grass and made a cabin for himself. He collected things from the broken ship and kept them in a cabin. He started surviving by eating coconut and fish on the island. Staying in the cabin, he started spending his days. One day, he lit a fire and went in search of food. When he returned, he saw that his cabin was on fire. He was very sad due to the destruction of his own shelter. In anger, he raised his head toward the sky and started complaining and said to God, "I told you to send me some help, but you did not listen to my praise. I had built a cabin to live, and you burned that too. You are very cruel." He was very disappointed, and he kept complaining God till night, and then he fell asleep on the sea beach. In the morning, he was woken up by a noise which was very loud. When he opened his eyes, he saw a ship at the shore. He could not believe his eyes. He was very happy that at last help had came to him. He got on the ship, and ship started sailing away. After getting on the ship, the man asked the captain of the ship, "How did you know that I am trapped here in this empty island?" Captain replied, "We saw a fire signal sending by you coming from the island. We understood that there is someone on the island. That's why we came here." Man said, "But I did not send any fire signal." The captain said, "But we have come here only after seeing the fire signal." The man remembered his burning cabin. He understood that the fire signal which the captain was talking about was his burning cabin. He understood that it was God's plan to get him out of the empty island by putting his cabin on fire. He understood that God's plan is bigger than his plan for himself, and he started thanking God.